Welcome back to TSPN.
Episode 2, I'm your host, Brandon Parsons, here with my co-host, Carter Gwynn, and our special guest, Caleb Schweitzer. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, but first we should have a moment of silence for our TSPN founding fathers. Logan Rumberger, Austin Lucas, Brayton Miles, and Colton Veras. Thank you. So first, we're going to start with the football game Friday against Bellwood BP. What are your thoughts on it?
Just a rough loss all around. Couldn't get the ball moving on offense. Couldn't really get a stop whenever we needed a stop, and just turnovers really hurt us in that game.
Looking forward to next week against Bishop Guilfoyle. What do you guys think you can improve on against? Because they're a running team too.
We're just going to have to learn how to tackle well. Just like last week, we struggled tackling well, and this week we got Jake Kissel that we're going to have to tackle, just like we had to try and tackle McCartney and Plummer. And overall, we just didn't really get the tackles that we needed to make, and they got too many yards on us.
What do you guys think what just went wrong on the offensive side of the ball? Like, as you said, you guys weren't moving the ball well.
Just turnovers. We weren't really running the ball well. We had a few good passes. One of them caught by Ben Watt got called back from a holding penalty. Penalties really hurt us, and just turnovers all around.
No, that was week 5, right?
Yep, we're halfway through the season.
What is you guys' outlook for the rest of the season right now?
We got some big district playoff. I don't even know how to say that, but district playoff implications. We got Phillipsburg, and then we got Penn Cambria, and we have Huntington on our schedule within the last 5 weeks of the season, and then we have a crossover game, which could be Forest Hills or another team.
It won't be Forest Hills.
Yeah, you're right. They're 4-1. Could be though, and it could also be Penn Cambria. It could also be Huntington. Oh no, Huntington won. All right, so we got a midseason recap so far. We have Eli Woomer, who has thrown for 839 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Caleb Whippy, our leading rusher, has 360 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 25 catches for 119 yards. I have 12 catches, 227 yards for 3 touchdowns. Mason Amy has 7 catches, 210 yards for 2 touchdowns. And Ashton Amy, who is running the ball and receiving the ball, it has 8 catches for 121 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. Defensive-wise, we have Kyler Saherney is our leading defender right now with 5 tackles for losses, 2 sacks, and Ashton Amy also has 12 tackles for loss and 3.5 sacks, but not as many total tackles. Mason Amy leading the team in interceptions with 4. So we're going to bring up the boys soccer team who won both of their games last week. They had a win against they beat BG 4-1 last week, and they also defeated Central 5-0 to remain at 7-1. Yeah, and this week they play Penn Cambria today on Monday. It was a 1-7 team, so that should be easy pickings for the boys. And then they play Somerset Thursday, who is 8-1, which should be a little bit harder of competition, but I think the boys got it.
That'll be a good game for sure. Now on the girls soccer, they lost both their games last week to BG 6-1, then Central 4-2, and this week on Thursday they also play Somerset, who's 6-3. So it's not looking good for this week.
Yeah, but what is the record right now? 1-6-1,
I think.
1-6-1. They did have a tie. They beat up on Phillipsburg 7-0 for one of the first games of the season. And do they play them again later?
I don't know.
Yeah, they might play them twice. But hopefully the girls soccer team can pull it together. Maybe get a few more wins before the end of the season. So now we have the cross-country team. Carter, you're on the cross-country team. So you guys got a cross-country meet Wednesday the 24th at Somerset versus Somerset, Forest Hills, and Clearfield. How do you think you guys are going to do?
I think we'll do good. But Forest Hills, they have usually a good team. But Clearfield and Somerset, I honestly have no clue how good their team is.
How'd that Altoona invite last Saturday go for you guys?
I think it went good for everyone. I think everyone ran good times, but I don't know exactly. I was not in attendance for that one.
Why didn't you go, Carter?
No comment.
Why?
Slept through my alarm.
You slept through your alarm and missed the Altoona invite.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to the volleyball team. They have the volleyball backyard brawl today on Monday versus Bellwood, who is sitting at 5-4 on the season. Should be a good game. The girls' record is what currently?
4-5, I think it was when I checked.
They have 4-5 record versus a 5-4 record. So I think that'll be a pretty close one. And then they have Huntington at home it's at Huntington Tuesday the 23rd, who is sitting at 6-3. So that should be another close one. And then they have Central later in the week on Thursday, who is sitting at 2-6, and they should be able to get that one. So a special guest here, Caleb Schweitzer, got 7th place at the LHAC Championship. How did that feel?
It was satisfying. I mean, I was right there towards the lead. I had a chance to win. I did fall off a little bit at the end, but it's promising going into playoffs and stuff that I could definitely have a chance to win some things and hopefully make it to states.
Yeah, I heard about your eagle. How'd that feel?
It was great. I mean, not having a birdie all day until that point with 4 holes left, you have a very strong eagle, and it really gives you some momentum for the last couple of holes, unfortunately. There's a tough par 3 right after that I did not play well on, but that's just how it goes sometimes. You're not going to win all of them, but you can definitely do your best and try and just keep going.
And you ended up shooting a 78 on the day?
Yep.
Solid numbers.
So for the rest of the season, where's your next match at, and what's the outlook for that?
So we have sectionals on Wednesday. We will be there as a team and as individuals. Their cut line's probably going to be about 83, 84 for an individual, which if I do my 78 again, I'll cruise by and get to districts pretty easy. We should have probably 2 or 3 other guys that can make it as individuals, and then hopefully we make it as a team as well. That would be really, really fun.
Who else on the golf team do you think will be able to make a run and go into districts?
My brother, Blake Schweitzer, he's a freshman this year. He's a little bit untested. He's had some really good rounds, some not so good rounds, but he could definitely string a few rounds together and get to sectionals and districts and maybe even states if he plays his best golf. Caleb Miller has also been a pretty solid golfer this year. He could definitely make it to districts, and hey, anything can happen. He could string a good round together and make it to states too. Then there's some Williamsburg guys as well that have been played very solid golf all year, played in the 80s, could definitely make it to districts.
Yeah, your guys' team is overall pretty solid. You guys do team districts as well?
Yeah, if we make it past sectionals as a team, I'm not sure. I believe it's top 2 or 3 teams in section will make it to districts, and then top 1 team in districts moves on to states. So, I mean, that would be amazing if we could do that. And honestly, if we all play good, I think there's a really good possibility that could happen.
But what is considered your your sectional?
It's so I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you.
Do you know any of the teams in the section?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be
BG?
BG will be there, Tyrone, Hollidaysburg. No, maybe not Hollidaysburg. Central.
Yeah.
Central, BG, Huntington,
Bellwood.
Probably Westmont and some schools like that will be there as well. So it should be a big field. I think there's around 90 kids that go. So, yeah.
What course are you guys playing at?
We're playing at Ebensburg Country Club up in Ebensburg. Been there a lot this year and in past years. Haven't played so well there in the past, but this year I've had 2 rounds in the 70s, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable going into sectionals.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we got the girls tennis team sitting at a 6-5 record. Nicole Ramsey is at districts right now, and as the time we're recording this, we just got news that she won her quarterfinals match and is entering the semifinals. Not sure who she's really playing right now, but hopefully she makes a good run and wins the district championship. That's going to conclude episode 2 of TSPN. I'm your host, Braden Parsons, here with my co-host Carter Gwynn and our special guest Caleb Schweitzer, and we got a producer, Lena Hess.
She can get on